Welcome to North American Trapper today. Get the opportunity to head to Illinois with farmer Jenny Schmigel and her husband. They invited me out to show them the methods and techniques of the Duke Dog Proof. They have a lot of problems with raccoons getting in their cornfields and taking money out of their pocket. And you're going to see in this show how easy it is to set these Duke Dog Proofs to take these raccoons out of the equation. You're actually doing a dual service. You can save yourself crop damage if you're a farmer, but you can also take some of these out of the equation that are going to help alleviate a lot of the pressure on the ground nesting birds. So we're going to head out there with Jenny and her husband right now. I think you're going to enjoy this show a lot, and you're going to see how easy it is to use these Duke Dog Proofs to your advantage. We're here in Illinois this week, and we're with a couple farmers out here, Mark and Jenny Schmigel, and we're going to show them how they can control the raccoons here on their property. I know Jenny, she's on Twitter. I follow her stuff on there. I've actually met her through Twitter, which is one of the only things that's probably ever been positive in my life dealing with social media. But I appreciate you having me out here. I appreciate the opportunity to come out here and show you how to do this. I just wanted to give you guys an opportunity before we get started on how we set the traps and stuff to talk about some of the issues that you have with raccoons as far as, you know, yield on your crops, getting in a lot of the different areas. You had mentioned your cattle troughs where you put the feed. They're in there hanging in there. But I wanted to give you a chance to kind of talk to the viewer, other farmers, ranchers that are out there, the problems that you have.
Well, raccoons are a major problem, and it's mostly just a nuisance. And the main part is, so I started a sweet corn patch probably, I don't know, maybe a few years ago. And 3/4 of it was completely decimated. And it was raccoons and possums.
Yep.
But mainly raccoons, and of course they find it the day before it's ready to be picked. So.
Well, we're going to show you how to use these Duke Dog Proofs, and we're going to show you actually how you can control your populations. I've brought you around here. I've showed you a couple different locations. We're picking this location because it's kind of a crossover point where the coons and stuff and the deer and other things are working down over the hill, working across here. You can actually see the trails. The Duke Dog Proof is really easy to set. Your trigger mechanism's down in there, and all you have to do is pull back on the lever, and you're getting the trigger notch in the trigger just like that right there, and that's set. Okay. And as you can see, there's a cylinder there. The bait's going to go in, and the coons are going to reach down in, pull up on that trigger, and they're going to be here for you the next morning. Now I'm going to let you set this. We're just using a staking system. You can use disposable stakes. You could tie off to the tree with you know, a cable extension or something of that nature. But we'll get you to drive the stake in. We want to be right up here on top. And that goes in there like that, and you're ready to go.
So angry.
Out there?
Yep, good job. Just pull up.
On this?
Yep.
Twist and pull?
And there you go. You got that in the ground. You can set your stake just like that, and now you can set your trap. Yep, put that down in, use that as a fulcrum. Pull down, the trigger goes down, and then you just use your forefinger to pull that up on. And you got it set. How easy was that?
Easy peasy.
Pretty easy. And then just grab it like this. Don't put your fingers down in, and then push it in the ground from the top. Perfect.
You're so strong.
I'm so crazy. I'm crazy.
And that's in there. What you're going to use is our Coon Buster bait here. That is crawfish scent. You're going to take a little bit of that. You're going to fill that up to about where the trigger is.
So it's super stinky.
Yep. And then just put that all down in there. And then I told you about the trailing scent. And then you'll put that around it, and then just put it out the trail and down the trail.
You just foof it out there?
Yep. That's all you do.
Around the edge?
Yep, around the edge, and then throw it out. That's it. That's all you need to do.
That's it?
Yep, and then the coons are going to come by. There you go. You want more?
Yeah. I want to make sure we get them.
Well, what happens is the coons come up, they smell that little scent that we have, and then they work in to here, then they see the bait in the trap, and then they work the trap, and then we catch them when they pull the trigger. That's pretty awesome, pretty easy, right?
Yeah, that's not too bad at all.
And we're going to put a bunch of these in for you. We're going to go to the 3 or 4 different places that I thought were really good spots, and we're going to be able to get you set up to where you're going to catch some of these coons and hopefully help you on your yield and everything else dealing with the monetary damage these things
I
cause you
would
on a year.
appreciate not losing money. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be in your hands. We'll see how good a trapper you are.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Let's take a look at the North American Trapper Product Spotlight.
Hunter Package. The Hunter Package is a great starter kit for the turkey, quail, pheasant, and duck hunter that wants to start taking those nest raider animals out of the equation. This kit gets you the basics that you need to get out in the field successfully trapping those critters that are harassing the ground nesting birds and stealing your deer feed, costing you time and money. You also receive an instructional DVD that will show you how to start handling these raiders on your land or lease with proven predation methods that will help you become the steward of your own land. Proven products equals proven conservation. And see all of our great wildlife control solutions at NorthAmericanTrapper.com today. Handling nest raiders is our specialty, and you can become the steward of your own land with our North American Trapper Scent Package, which includes our Coonbuster DP bait and magnet trailing scent. Our sweet scented trailer will draw them in where our Coonbuster will then take over, and its soaked crawfish essence will entice those nest raiders to work the trap consistently. Look no further than our North American Trapper Combo Scent Package for all your predation control needs. North American Trapper. Proven products. Proven conservation.
Welcome back to Duke Trap's presentation of North American Trapper with Alan Probst.
This is one of those situations, hey, you have a lot of different farm fields here, and you got corn, and then you got some grass, and you got wheat, and you got soybeans, in a lot of different places. This is the narrow point of this field. And if you notice, the narrow point is exactly where the trail comes out, and you can see it goes right across the field. And that's where your raccoons, your skunks, your possums are going to be running. Anytime you're in your field, when you have a narrowing spot like this, and this is anywhere across the country as well, where you have a narrowing spot like this, the prey species are going to go to the closest point that gets them to the other side from wood line to wood line, whether it's a big woods or whether it's a fence row, it doesn't matter. And as you can see, how distinct is that trail that goes across?
Well, so now are they choosing the most narrow spot, so the less amount of time out in the open?
They're choosing this spot because they know they're going to be out in the open a lot less than they would if they ran across up here. And they're always getting attacked from the air, whether it's owls or hawks or eagles, and also coyotes and other predators. The less time they can be out in the open, that's what they're doing, and that's why we want to put one here. So put you one in, and we're going to put it right smack dab in the trail. As I said to you earlier, you want to put that trap right in the middle of the trail to when they're walking through, whether it's a possum, a skunk, or a raccoon, you want them to bump their nose right on it. Drive her right in. Get your setter. But that's one of the things. When you have these narrow points, pay attention to that, because that's where you're going to have a lot of your animal traffic. I remember setting a spot in Illinois last year. I was only there 4 nights, and I put one trap on each side, and I had 5 critters in 4 nights. So that's something you want to pay attention to, these narrow spots. Very good.
Okay.
Put your Coonbuster in.
The good eating stuff?
The good eating stuff. That's perfect. Yep, that's perfect. That's a tablespoon.
Okay.
Down in there. And then take your trailing scent and
Ready to go up and back?
right up and back, and you'll be all set. That'll be right where you want it. And then you can go to the other side. Yep, you'll go to the other side and put one where they go in and out over there, and you'll have this area covered.
The Trapper of the Week is Herb Sendeling with a nice day's catch of beautiful cherry red fox. Congratulations, Herb. And get your chance to be Trapper of the Week by visiting us at NorthAmericanTrapper.com.
You need to have faith in the baits and lures piquing the curiosity of those at large predators. North American Trapper has you covered on your quest with our skunk-based Madness, crawfish-based Coonbuster, fish-based Reaper, and our meat-based Mountain Man. North American Trapper baits and lures are all multi-layered and proven to help you become the best predation trapper that you can be. Take back control of the ecosystem that is yours and get our scent bundle at NorthAmericanTrapper.com for the next time you're out breaking dirt on the line.
Welcome back to Duke Trap's presentation of North American Trapper with Alan Probst.
Coons have always been a problem around them, but they've gotten much worse because at one time the pelts were worth like $10 to $20 or something like that on average for a while, but now they're worth nothing. And I mean, I know a guy in Jacksonville, and he told me that, and I know he did. He had a daughter that he actually put through college by trapping coons. That's what he did all winter. I mean, he loved doing it, and he was good at it. I mean, he trapped that pond down there by the feedlot, and a whole lot of others around. And every week he came in to check them. I mean, his back of his pickup would be full of coons. I mean, and like I say, and that's what he put his daughter through college with the coon money.
Well, Mark, Jenny, we showed you putting in, this was your very first set that you put in here on your farm, and you connected. Mark went over there, made his set yesterday, and your very first set you connected. As you can see, it's really not hard. But tell me what you're thinking. This is pretty cool.
Oh, this is awesome.
It's very exciting.
This is so awesome.
Well, because it was so easy.
Yeah, very easy.
So that's the nice thing, is that it's a few little steps here and there, and once you do it a couple times, it's super simple.
Yep.
And all you gotta do is walk out here
And you're taking these coons that are, I mean, they're your problem animals. They're getting in your corn and soybeans and ruining your yield factor. They're getting in your combines, costing you money. They're getting in your troughs. They're doing a lot of damage. And you know, being able, I got to tell you, being able to come here as a teacher of people who have never done it, and to see you have success like this the very first time, very first traps we checked, is absolutely awesome. I actually met Jenny on Twitter, and she's on there as the Witty Farmer, and she's got a lot of followers. She's very funny.
Sometimes.
And well, you are. You're very funny. She also has a clothing line that she puts out. It's a GMO Survivors, and it's a really neat thing. And make sure you check her out and follow that. But yeah, the Witty Farmer, and it was nice to actually just find you online, and that's one of the good things about social media. You find people. We kind of struck up a conversation about raccoons because you put a post on one day about raccoons. I said, I'd be more than happy to come out and show you and your husband how to take care of them. And here we are, and you're taking care of them.
I like this a lot better than spending a few $1,000s.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it's just like you said earlier, it's easy. So let's see, just do the remake, put the remake in, and we got some more traps to check. Mark, Jenny, this is that spot yesterday we talked about. This is the narrow area where they go from this patch of woods to the other patch of woods. You got this nice one here with a nice silver tint, and Mark, you got one on the other side. You got yourself another double here.
Oh yeah,
pretty awesome.
I like the double whammies.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and that's one of the things. When you do set these traps, make sure you set 2 and 3 in a location, because they do run in pairs. They do run in groups of 3 and 4 at times, and the more traps you have in the ground, the more chance you can catch them the first night they come through.
All right.
But awesome, Jenny. You're getting her done.
Yeah.
Very easy. You got it set, pushing it right in the ground. Going to throw a little coon buster in there and a little bit of the magnet. There you go. And there's your magnet. Pretty cool.
Very cool.
I'm happy for you guys. I love that you're able to come out here now and do this, and it's fun, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's easy. That's the best thing.
It is.
This is not very time consuming.
You can pretty much bet that you're going to continue to catch animals here. You're not only going to catch the coons here, but you're going to catch your other nest raiders, your possums, your skunks, and it really is not much to it. As you said, it's easy, but you find these trails where the shortest point from one edge of the field to another edge of the field where the wood line is, and you're going to get them. Mark, you got your other one over there. Let's go take care of that one. You can remake that set.
All
and
right.
we got, what, 4 or 5 more traps to check? Hopefully we'll have some more.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it's time for the North American Trapper Tip of the Week.
Well, this week's tip, I want to talk to you about focal points. And I've mentioned focal points a lot, but it's something that I feel, needs to be pounded home. If something catches your eye when you're out in the field, it's definitely going to catch an animal's eye. And when you're trapping coyotes and things like that, there's nothing better than a lone tree in the middle of a field. If you're driving down the road and you see a lone tree, that big oak or something that catches your eye, and that's the only tree in the field, you can bet that every predator coming by there is going to that tree and checking it out or marking it or something of that nature. And that's a perfect spot to put 1 set, 2 sets, or even 3 sets around that tree. And I've had a lot of success where if something catches my eye, I know it's going to catch an animal's eye, and that's a perfect location for you. So pay attention to your focal points out there, put your sets in the ground, and you're going to be more successful as well.
North American Trapper has got you covered when it comes to essential trapping baits and lures. When you're moving soil out of the field, know that you're getting the best scents available with the North American Trappers line. Go to NorthAmericanTrapper.com today and explore the mountain man in you. Control predators on your land with a North American Trapper Coyote package. You'll get all of the trapping essentials needed to handle this elusive critter with an instructional DVD included to teach you the way. Get your Coyote trapping box and more at NorthAmericanTrapper.com. Welcome back to Duke Trap's presentation of North American Trapper with Alan Probst.
Well, I got to be honest with you, awesome. This is now your third double. First check, third double. You put 2 traps here on this trail coming out of the woods. Mark, you made this set going down into the creek bed yesterday, and that is a big coon right there. That's a big
It's very large.
Midwest coon. Yeah, that's well over 20 pounds. It's a real nice coat on it. Well, it's a renewable resource as well. And not only are you doing something that's going to help you control, your monetary bottom line at the end, you're taking some of these out of the equation to have more yield on your crops and less damage on your equipment. But there is a renewable factor to this. You can make nice gloves and clothing, and over in Siberia and a lot of places, that's the lifeblood of a lot of people over there. And that's one of the things we don't understand here in the United States a lot of times, is that it's not about fashion. The fur market is, to any of us that are trappers, and I don't know if you feel it yet, but you will when you get out here and you start looking and thinking like an animal. Well, that's where I want to put my trap. You kind of become one with nature, and that's what trapping can do for people out there. It can, and not only help you in your daily lives, taking some of these out on a bunch of different levels, but you can literally become one with nature to where you think like an animal. I'm going to travel there. That's where I would go. And you put your traps, and you come in and you got another double. That's 3 doubles today. I think we're at 7 coons. I think we only checked 10 or maybe 9 sets, and you got 7 coons. You got 7 coons and 9 sets. How awesome is that?
I do want to say that nothing goes to waste here.
Nope.
Absolutely nothing, and we have respect for the animal.
And that's the number one key, and that's for any of the viewers out there. That needs to be in their mindset too. Respect for the animal. Come up, take care of it. And put it to good use, whether you're skinning it out for the fur market so somebody else can use it, or you tan it and then give it as a gift, or have it on your own sofa for a memory.
Make your mom a quilt out of it.
She would love that.
Yeah.
Well, that's your 4th double today. I cannot believe it. I brought you out here yesterday. You put 12 sets in the ground, and you caught 9 coons.
Pretty fantastic.
So what do you think of that?
Awesome.
Amazing.
Spectacular.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but that's just the thing. You get on sign, you put these Duke dog proofs in the ground, and you use the Coon Buster. Thank you for promoting that.
It's the Coon Buster 5000. It will get everything you need to purchase this awesome product.
I love it. But no, it does work.
He's a good salesman.
He's a fantastic salesman. But you just put the traps on the sign. You guys are all set up now.
This was actually a very successful trip, and I'm glad you came. and showed us how to do it step by step. And it was very, very simple, and it was a good time. We had a really good time meeting you, and we had fun doing this.
I had a blast. Your father is just salt of the earth. I loved riding in the combine with him. That was cool. First experience out doing their harvesting of the soybeans, and that was a really cool time for me. And then to be able to come here, show you this, just is more what I want to do. I want to show people how they can save money, how they can go out and have fun in nature, and it really is, just like you said earlier, it's simple. You put the dog proof in the ground, you throw some bait in the cylinder, and we use a little bit of trailing scent. They come, they knock their nose on it, you come back in the morning, and you got 2 nice coons here, and it just is nice that you guys are on your way to becoming trappers. I think that's really cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. I definitely want to thank Jenny and her husband for having me out. It was definitely a wonderful time for me, being able to show somebody who has never trapped before how to use the Duke Dog Proof and how they can actually use that tool to save money on crop damage. And you're doing a dual service. You're taking those animals out of the equation that are going to save you money, but you're also helping the ground nesting birds in the area. And that's ultimately what we're trying to do, is be ecological and environmentally sound with our practices, and the Duke Dog Proof allows us to do that. If you need any products, make sure you go to NorthAmericanTrapper.com. We've got pretty much everything you're going to need to get you started and be successful the next time you go in the field. Proven products equals proven conservation, and we'll see you next time on North American Trapper.